Oh, Joe, this speech is never going to leave you as long as I have a say about it, and now that a bunch of people are finally making some comments on it, it took Ron DeSantis long enough, but even still, the mainstream media, okay, weren't covering this speech when it went out, okay? It was conspicuous. Like, I guess I just took it for granted, okay? The president, the guy that they helped along the way, especially gave him a whole bunch of free press and did a bunch of other things that we can't quite talk about because YouTube is a fair, open, honest, and knowledgeable platform. Of course, we'll just leave it there, honk honk. But you take a look at the development there. Networks refused to run Biden's primetime speech demonizing MAGA Republicans because it was deemed too political this close to the midterms and because it attacked Trump. Interesting, right? Like, that normally has all of the hallmarks right there. Like I was saying before, is the president giving a national address, okay? It even had a catchy little byline right there, battle for the soul of America. And it also mentioned the Orange Man and how bad he actually was. Normally, that should just be ratings fodder right there, okay? Why wouldn't you be running that? I got a couple of theories about that. You can take a look at the article and I'll link it below, but I just want the headline here for a second. I've looked at it, it's just a bunch of fluff. It's like, oh no, they got better things to do. It's like, actually not really. Okay, they want to say that, guess what? We're just looking out for regular Americans that are out there, okay? No need to worry about that. It's too close to the midterms, okay? But it's still far enough away to raid a former president's abode. But yeah, no, definitely not. We can't be having that type of speech that's out there. Or maybe, even because it's being demonized a couple days later, I'm sure they probably got a draft. I'm sure that mass media outlets, because which were the ones that were not covering this? CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox News declined to air Joe Biden's political speech attacking MAGA Republicans and Donald Trump because it was too political. Too political, too close to the midterms. Heaven forbid that mass media, social media, any of the outlets out there would like to sway an election one way or another. No, that wouldn't be their style at all. Nope, of course not. Nope, has nothing to do with that. Or maybe it's because they seen what was in the speech, okay, realized that, ooh, fuck, you guys are actually going to run with that? I wouldn't, okay? This is going to look and perform awfully bad, and with those lighting choices, fuck, man, there's no way to spin this in real time. You'd have to be like CNN, who would go back and color adjust it, the more, Reich-y things we're going to be getting. So we'll just have to wait until afterwards to give out our criticism, okay? Because running a primetime speech, a primetime address by a sitting president, and in Joe's case, he should be sitting, because I've seen him walk, I've seen him stagger, and it's not all that pretty, okay? They didn't cover this speech in real time, not because they're doing everybody a favor, it's because they could see that this wasn't going to play well for Joe Biden, okay, and then putting out such a divisive speech might end up playing into the hands of the Republicans that are out there. But don't worry, even if you hand off something to the Republicans, they'll find a way to fucking mess it up and drop it all over the floor, okay? They have an uncanny knack for that. Democrats will go ahead and project all of their insecurities on their opposition, and then as soon as they act it out in real time, like they spent how many years calling Trump a Nazi? Still to this very day, okay? The orange dictator, Orange Man bad. I know that that's being hyperbolic, and of course it's just playing into a meme, but literally calling him Hitler at every single moment. And then Biden goes out there and says, the real problem are all those MAGA Americans, and they're coming to kill me. In so many words, they're just self-snitching, okay? Whether it's a congressman, whether it's a senator, when it's the president of the United States, when you're on that side of the aisle, you hold that political ideology, because Joe Biden didn't write this speech. Fuck, he could barely read it when he was up there. That side will fearmonger and tell you everything that is terrible about the other side. Sometimes there might be a bit of truth that's in there, but it's always coming from their lens of how they would act once they get power. There it is right there. So that's why the media didn't want to run this specific address. It's not like there isn't another one coming up in how many months? Because Jesus Christ, Joe Biden talking to the public, especially in a national sense, normally only happens when he's got to address and make a State of the Union address. Like, I don't remember the last time that guy's actually been on national television talking to the United States people. Sure, he's been bouncing back and forth between Delaware and the White House, and I don't know, I think he was overseas for a little while, but oh right, yeah, he was testing positive for COVID 3, 4, 5 times, right? No, of course. Thank God you had all of those booster shots, right? Heaven forbid you'd want to miss a day at the White House. Them be busy hours for Uncle Joe between the hours of 11 in the morning until about 3 in the afternoon. He has a lot of things to do, okay, guys? And when he is there, people are probably making sure he has enough Legos, or that gimmick with the wires and the little beads that you can push through that are in every doctor's office that are out there. Joe just loves those little trinkets that's out there, and then he signs whatever's put in front of him, and somebody comes in and changes his bib and makes sure he doesn't drool too much on his tie. But if we had a fair and honest press, okay, if we actually had a fourth column that's out there holding these assholes accountable, it'd be a totally different situation, okay? So again, instead, a couple days later, what they're going to do is they're going to report on there were Marines in the background, and it was kind of a bad aesthetic. Can we just all agree on that? Because that's the general consensus that's out there, okay? There are those astroturfed Dark Brandon memes that, oh yeah, oh, what a divisive, what a great speech. It wasn't divisive at all. No. It just sent a clear intent that you're on our side or you're not, okay? Yeah, just don't mind the fact that he basically demonized the half of the nation, okay? But that's all right. The half that voted for Joe Biden, even on some of those sketchy ballots, there is still more of them than there are of the Republicans. So you don't even need them at this point. Okay, heaven forbid, you want to grow your base, grow your support, or hell, even unite the country, okay? Because again, it's so deeply divided, and you did such good things out there in order to unify it over the past 2.5 years. That's why you went up there and, well, quite frankly, didn't accomplish anything of that. That's why mainstream media reports target Biden for giving polarizing speech flanked by U.S. Marines. President Joe Biden received backlash from corporate news reporters on Thursday night after he delivered a polarizing campaign-style speech flanked by 2 U.S. Marines. Very Joe Biden speech. Sporadic and under 20 minutes. During the speech, the president attacked tens of millions of people who voted for the former president, describing them as extremists. Wherever you think of the speech, the military is supposed to be apolitical. CNN host Brianna Keilar, one of the few people that are still employed at CNN, because, oh boy, it's been Publishers Clearinghouse out there, okay? They just throw the check in the parking lot, and the first person to get there can actually get paid, and the rest of the people, well, we'll just go ahead and box up whatever's left in your office and fucking send it back to you. Don't call us, we'll call you. Whose husband serves in the U.S. Army, wrote on Twitter, positioning Marines in uniform behind President Biden for a political speech flies in the face of that. It's wrong when Democrats do it. It's wrong when Republicans do it. Yeah, I don't remember the last time Trump ever did that. Okay, normally his rallies, well, on top of being much more voluminous and well-attended, never really had any official guards on the stage. Sure, they would have, regular amounts of Secret Service, okay, and he would shout out any of the military members that were in the crowd, off duty there, but Joe, I guess, man, in as much as he has to pay the media in order to show up, I guess he also had to get some of the servicemen to show up for that one. And it's funny, right? Because they were both clearly men in the background. They got a picture of one of them. Yeah, one of them, and then the other there. No women, though. What's with the representation? And 2 white men that are up there? Don't worry about it, though. CNN's chief national affairs correspondent, Jeff Zeleny, wrote that there's nothing unusual or wrong with the president delivering a political speech. It's inherent in the job description, but doing it against the backdrop of 2 Marines standing at attention, and the Marine band is a break with White House traditions. The Marines behind Biden was weird. ABC News news producer, Jeffrey Cook. Notice how all of these people are writing this on Twitter and not mentioning it while they're on television. Again, there was a total media blackout when it came to this stuff. They seen the speech that was going to be delivered. They wanted no fucking part of this, and they just thought, oh fuck, we need to go ahead and protect Uncle Joe, because I guess the White House was fucking sleeping that day. But again, what are they covering right now? Well, obviously, Trump, and he had all of his FBI documents. Like, take a look. Okay, this is NBC fucking News. Okay, they can get around to that, right? Here's a detailed list of what FBI agents found at Mar-A-Lago. This ended up dropping yesterday. Okay, but I had more important things I wanted to talk about. The FBI seized more than 10,000 government documents without classified markings. Oh, 10,000. Wait, I thought they were going after classified. Oh, so this is like legitimately a witch hunt now. How else are you going to spin this? Okay. The list included more than 10,000 government documents without classified markings, as well as over 40 empty folders labeled classified. 40 empty folders, huh? So What exactly did you guys take? I'll just make sure that you can see this appropriately. I'll go ahead and zoom in, so in case you want to read along, I guess. There we go. That should be nice. That should be nice. And we can go even larger than that. That's good, because my eyes are a little bit fucking goofy every once in a while. Okay, so what did we get? What the hell did we get taken? Item number 1. It's only 7, two. So yeah, 7 pages long. Okay, and again, it's not really so much clarification as to what specifically it is. It's just a little bit more itemized. So again, we're just kind of getting drip-fed information on that. But really, in the grand scope or the grand scheme of things, how fucking important is this? I'm just doing this for completion's sake, because this is just all fucking nonsense. But what they didn't itemize, I don't know specifically how many thongs did they take out of Melania's drawer, because we also know they were in there. Anyways, so from item 1, subsection for the number 1, I guess, documents from office, U.S. government documents with secret classification markings. Okay, U.S. government documents / photographs without classification markings. Okay, cool. So 1 with secret classification markings and 2 without classification. Okay, cool. So you're doing good so far. A box / container from the office. And item 2, 99 magazines and newspapers, press articles, and other printed media dated between January 17th through, I guess that would be, October 2018? Cool, wonderful, fantastic. What does that have to do with anything? We took newspaper articles. Cool. I'm sure 100% those are classified, right? 2 U.S. documents with confidential classification markings. Okay, 15 U.S. government documents with secret classification markings. Okay, 7 U.S. government documents with top secret classification markings. 69 nice U.S. government documents / photographs without classification markings. Okay. They just liked it because they seen 69 and they were just, and then they took it. Okay. 43 empty folders with classified banners. The fuck does that mean? I'm sure the FBI will figure it out, and they'll just be able to interpret the information and tell us the correct interpretation of this stuff, right? 28 empty folders. 28 empty folders. Okay. Labeled return to staff. Staff secretary / military. Sure. Military aid, one of those two things. It's a little bit blotchy there. Item number 3, 2 U.S. government documents / photographs without classification marking. You're not exactly doing all that good here, because there's a whole lot of without or news clippings. Okay, cool. Documents from the office, 26 magazine, newspaper. Jesus Christ. 1 document with a confidential, another one with secret. 357 U.S. documents, photographs without markings. So you just took a whole bunch of fucking nothing, right? 396 U.S. documents without. Okay, 640 without. 1 document / photograph without classification markings. 68 magazine, newspaper, articles, other printed media before he assumed office. What are we doing here? What the fuck is the FBI doing here? We're just taking everything. We need this for our search. It's like, why? 1 article of clothing / a gift item. 1 book. 2 U.S. government documents without classification markings. So that was item number 8. All of that was nothing. Item number 9, let's see if we're in for something. 1 article of clothing, 65 government documents without, and 91 newspapers and press clippings. Okay, not doing well. Item number 10, 30 magazine news clippings. Here we go. We got some more confidential and secret classification marking documents. Cool. 32 in total. Wow. 11 with confidential, 21 with secret. 3 articles of clothing, a book, and 255 without markings. Okay, cool. All of it's basically the same. Okay, confidential, secret, top secret, confidential, top secret. The rest of it's books, gifts, clippings, confidential, once again, confidential, secret, classified banners, empty folders. The whole bunch of fucking nothing. Over 50 classified folders seized by the FBI for Mar-A-Lago were empty. You see, I guess what? Okay, is that what you're going to get Trump on? He didn't declassify the empty folders? Is that what we're doing? Merrick, Can you fill us in, buddy? That's all right. If you want any further questions answered, the IRS and their 87,000 new, well-trained employees will accidentally leak your information, right? Accidentally. Unfucking believable. But hey, guys, make sure that you pay your taxes on time, so the White House can go ahead and send Ukraine another $12 billion. Not a proxy war, not a money laundering scheme at all. Nope. Just listen and believe the government has your back, guys. Joe Biden is one of the best presidents ever because the election numbers tell us that 81 million votes can't be wrong. The motherfucker even got a higher percentage of the black vote than Barack Obama in Detroit City. That's how popular Joe Biden is. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.